Imagine a person who has been blind all their life, never seen the light, never seen their mother's face, and then, one day, they open their eyes and see the world. That sounds like magic, but Elon Musk just announced, Neuralink, my company, will help blind people see again, including people who were born blind, and we will start human trials within a year. You may not like Elon Musk. You may think he is a weirdo, but if what he says is true, we are entering an era where technology will not only save lives, but also give back what people thought was lost forever. Part 1, Neuralink and the Miracle of Brain Chips. When technology will not only change the world, but also give back light to those living in darkness. Have you ever heard of Neuralink? It's not a science fiction project. It's not a crazy idea from a Hollywood movie. Neuralink is a real company, and it's quietly changing the future of humanity right now. In 2016, Elon Musk, who has wowed the world with Tesla electric cars and SpaceX reusable rockets, founded Neuralink with a seemingly absurd goal: to directly connect the human brain to computers, a statement that many people laughed at, but it was also the starting point of a journey into the depths of the brain, a place once considered a forbidden land for medicine and technology. Over the past few years, Musk's team has done the unthinkable. They successfully implanted a microchip into the brain of a monkey, and the monkey controlled the computer with just its thoughts: no hands, no mouse, no keyboard. They have been officially approved by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, to begin testing the chip in real people. And most recently, Elon Musk confidently declared, Neuralink will restore vision to blind people, even people who have never seen light, as early as next year. It sounds like a miracle, but they are making it a reality, thanks to the most advanced brain vision chip technology ever created by humans. So, how does this chip work? And how can it make blind people see without eyes? The answer will make you shudder. Normally, light enters the eye, passes through the retina, transmits signals through the optic nerve, and then to the brain. But when the eye or nerve is damaged, that process is cut off. People can no longer see anything. Neuralink chose a completely different path, a path that no one has dared to take. They bypass the eye entirely. They bypass the optic nerve, and they send signals directly to the visual cortex, the part of the brain that processes images, where everything we see is interpreted into light, color, images. What does that mean? That is, even if you don't have eyes, if your brain is intact, you can still see. Not with your eyes, but with your brain. Elon Musk said something that made the whole world stop for a few seconds to think. You don't need eyes. You just need a brain that can see. That's not just a statement. It's a challenge to the entire scientific community, medicine, and the very definition of a human being in the new era. If Elon Musk succeeds, not only will the blind see again, but all the limitations we once knew about the body, about disease, about the so-called hopeless, will be erased. And this is only the first step. Part 2, The Crazy Journey of a Genius. Elon Musk is not just an entrepreneur. He is not just a billionaire. He is someone who has always been ahead of the rest of the world, at least by a few decades. From building electric cars when the world was still laughing at the idea of battery cars, to sending rockets into orbit and landing them again like in a science fiction movie. Elon Musk has always been a dreamer in the eyes of the majority, and a pioneer in the eyes of history. And now, with Neuralink, he is once again facing skepticism, scorn, and breathtaking expectations. Just imagine, you are an inventor. You come before millions of people and say, in just a few years, I will help people born blind see again. No need for eye transplants, no need for optic nerves, just a small chip implanted in the brain. How many people do you think will believe you? Most people would call you crazy, but Musk doesn't do it because people believe it. He does it because it's right, and because he sees things that others don't. As a boy living in South Africa, Elon Musk was bullied, beaten, and locked up in a hospital because of a head injury. But during those years, he read hundreds of science books, programmed computers since he was 12, and dreamed of a future where artificial intelligence and humans would coexist, in harmony and more powerful than ever. The idea for Neuralink didn't come out of a fluke. It came out of a fear that AI would one day surpass humans entirely. And to avoid becoming pets of machines, we need to upgrade ourselves. Neuralink is more than just a medical tool. It is one of the first steps of what is called Human 2.0, where human intelligence is expanded, enhanced, and directly connected to technology. Musk believes that if we can connect the brain to artificial intelligence, we will not only cure blindness, but also remove the limits of learning, memory, communication. Maybe one day, you can just think and download a foreign language into your brain, or communicate with someone just by thinking. Those things sound far-fetched, But the beginning of them is the small chip that is being tested on humans, the chip that restores sight to the blind. Because if you can light up the dark areas of the brain with data, then nothing is impossible. Musk once said, "I don't want to die on Earth, I want to die on Mars. And preferably, not on a collision course." That sentence best represents him. A madman in the eyes of many, but without crazy people like Elon Musk, we would probably never progress. And he, the man who is building the future of humanity, is also the one who dares to go the deepest into what was once considered impossible, exploring the brain. Part 3. When Science Becomes Finance. Elon Musk has never considered science as something far from reality. For him, science is a tool, and finance is fuel. Without money, even the greatest ideas will die. But if you know how, you can turn any invention into a money printing machine, literally. With Neuralink, Elon is not just researching a chip. He is creating a new industry, the brain-machine interface industry, a market that could reach hundreds of billions, even trillions of dollars in the future. Why? Imagine, each human is a super machine, but limited by the body and the ability to receive information. Neuralink is the bridge to unlock those limits. Just helping the blind see again is a huge leap, but that is only the surface. Because if one day Neuralink helps you improve your memory, speed up learning, cure depression, treat Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, restore mobility to the paralyzed, then you're not selling a product. You're selling hope, and hope is the most valuable thing in the world. Why does this matter to finance? Because every major revolution starts with a technology that was considered weird. Before the automobile, people didn't believe it would replace horses. Before smartphones were popular, people didn't think anyone needed a computer in their pocket. And now, when Elon Musk says, humans can upgrade their brains to compete with AI, you might laugh. But investors don't. Venture capitalists don't. And tech companies don't. Neuralink could be one of the first companies to turn neuroscience into a mass-market industry, one where everyone can connect their brains to data, or to each other. And if that happens, Musk won't just be a founder, he'll be the one who completely reshapes how we understand ourselves and the world. Here's the catch, Elon isn't a doctor. He's not a biologist. He's just a guy who's willing to ask why not, and put money, a lot of money, into the answer. Here's a profound financial lesson. You don't always have to be a specialist to make things happen. But you have to be willing to bet on the right thing before the rest of the world knows it's right. Elon Musk didn't study neuroscience in college, but he read it, he hired the right people, and he put himself in the middle of it. And that puts him in control of the game, even when it didn't exist before. Neuralink, like Tesla and SpaceX, is a clear example of Elon Musk's financial strategy. Invest in the future, and be more patient than those who are only looking at short-term profits. Part 4. The mission and motivation behind Elon Musk. Many people look at Elon Musk and think he is just a tech billionaire, a daredevil with many strange ideas. But if you really listen to what he says, observe how he lives, how he invests his time and money, you will realize one thing: Elon is not doing this just to get rich. He is doing it for a mission that is bigger than money. Ever since his 20s, when he was still a skinny guy with a shaggy hair in South Africa, Elon identified 3 things that he believed were the destiny of humanity: the internet, the platform to connect global intelligence; sustainable energy, the way to save the planet from climate change; space exploration, the path to survival if humanity is to survive in the long term. And now, you can see that all 3 of those dreams have been realized by him. PayPal and Starlink with the internet, Tesla with clean energy, SpaceX with the journey to Mars, and now Neuralink, the next step for humans to overcome their own biological limits. So what motivates him to continue, despite all the failures? You have to understand that Elon Musk is not just creating a company, he is fighting with destiny. In an age where humans are increasingly dependent on machines, Musk fears that we will become slaves to artificial intelligence. Neuralink is a response. If AI becomes too smart, humans will have to evolve too. Many people call him crazy, but that is common to all pioneers. People used to laugh at the Wright brothers when they tried to fly. They used to laugh at Tesla, Edison, or even Einstein, and now they laugh at Elon. But for Elon, that doesn't matter. He once said, "If something is important enough, you should do it, even if the chance of success is only 1%. That is the big lesson we need to learn. Don't just do what's easy. Don't just pursue safety. Pursue what's meaningful, because that's what will lead you to a truly worthy life. Elon Musk never stops working. He used to sleep on the Tesla factory floor, live in a small house of just a few square meters. Why? Because he knows nothing great is built on comfort. And if you really have a strong enough reason to wake up every morning, you won't need anyone to encourage you. You won't need anyone to praise you. You will motivate yourself just like Elon. Part 5. Financial Lessons and Investment Mindset from Elon Musk. When talking about Elon Musk, people often talk about rockets, electric cars, or brain chips. But few people know that behind those seemingly unimaginable technologies are extremely risky, bold, and amazing financial decisions. And it is financial thinking, not just technology, that helps him turn the impossible into reality. Lesson 1. Elon does not invest to get rich. He invests to change the world. When Musk sold PayPal, he earned about $180 million US, enough to retire comfortably. But what did he do? Put $100 million US into SpaceX, $70 million US into Tesla, and $10 million US into Solar City, the solar energy company founded by his brother. When asked, Elon once admitted, "I had to borrow money to rent a house while investing hundreds of millions of dollars in the future of humanity." It sounds crazy, but here is a valuable lesson. Finance is not about accumulation. Finance is a tool to do great things. If you keep money without taking risks, you will never make a breakthrough in life. Lesson 2. Elon always believes in long-term value, not short-term profits. Tesla was once criticized badly. Its stock price plummeted, and the media criticized it. But Musk did not sell off, did not get discouraged. On the contrary, he put in more money, more effort, more time. Because he did not invest in stock price. He invested in the belief that electric cars are the future. And the result? Tesla became the most valuable car company in the world, making Elon the richest man on the planet just because of his unwavering belief in the value he created. Lesson 3. Elon understands the power of risk, and he's not afraid of it. Normal people shy away from risk. Elon takes it, but with calculation. Every time he seems on the verge of bankruptcy, he turns things around. Not because he's lucky, but because he knows exactly what he's risking and why. If you don't take risks, you're living someone else's life. Elon Musk is not just a tech genius. He is a symbol of the spirit of daring to think big and daring to do real. From connecting the human brain to machines, helping the blind see again, to conquering the universe and changing the automobile industry, Elon always does things that the whole world once thought were crazy. But the most important thing we learn from him is not technology, but the spirit of not giving up. You don't need to be smarter than others. You just need a reason big enough not to stop. Dare to dream, dare to fail, dare to start even when you are not ready. That's how ordinary people create extraordinary things. If you need inspiration, remember, the biggest limit is the limit you set for yourself. If you find this video useful, leave a like, a subscription, and share it with your friends who need inspiration. Because who knows, you might be the next person to change the world.